country I've chosen is Brazil. Let me give a brief introduction about Brazil. At present, Brazil has a population of about 190 million people. Of these, more than half are white, which includes Portuguese, Italian, Polish and so on. Just fewer than 40% are mixed black and white and less than 10% are black. The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. The main culture in Brazil, the culture of Brazil is primarily Western culture. Western culture is referred to as the heritage of social norms, ethical values, traditional customs, belief systems, political systems, artifacts and technologies that originated in or are associated with Europe. For example, Western culture includes countries in the Americas and Australasia, whose language and demographic ethnicity majorities are European, but presents a very diverse nature, showing that an ethnic and cultural mixing occurred in the colonial period. This diverse cultural background has helped boast many celebrations and festivals that have become known around the world, such as the Brazilian Carnival and the Bumbareme Boi. The colorful culture creates an environment that makes Brazil a popular destination for many tourists each year, around over 1 million. The culture affects businesses in Brazil. Firstly is the personal touch. Brazilian business relationships are built on trust, and it's important to get to know your Brazilian partners both professionally and personally. Face-to-face meetings or calls are preferred over emails. Brazilians love to talk and conversations are often very animated. Interrupting on topic is not necessarily considered rude. It's often seen as a sign that you're interested and involved in the conversation. Overlapping speech, enthusiastic gestures, backslapping between men and speaking at close quarters, which some could see as invasion of personal space, are quite common. It certainly helps if you are mostly fluent in Portuguese or hire a translator, because English is not widely spoken. Second is the dress code. Brazilians are one of the most fashionable people on the planet. Dressing smart is very important, also in business situations. For example, for after work business occasions in Brazil, you should wear a dark suit, receptions, formal dinners, etc. Smart jeans combined with a good quality shirt and a blazer are acceptable for less formal occasions. Keep in mind, in Brazil, being a successful businessman or woman does not stop after business hours. If your Brazilian business partners catch you in your free time wearing worn clothes or having an unkempt appearance, it might affect your next business deal. Two main cultural issues faced by entrepreneurs in Brazil. Firstly is staff turnover. Brazilians do change jobs very often, especially now with the current professional shortage. Brazilians have stayed as little as 3 months in a job. In many cases, they are leaving because the other company offers extra 50 Brazilian reals, or provides benefits, like health insurance, for example. This behavior comes from a tradition in which a successful career is directly linked to money and not to the construction of a company or brand. Second is delays and absenteeism. Strongly connected to bureaucracy, delays affect the workflow in several different ways. If legal procedures to open a company already take too long, they still can get delayed. Holidays and strikes significantly delay the work of government departments, what directly affects companies' workflow. Who are the main stakeholders that are affected by these cultural issues? The main stakeholders that are affected by these cultural issues, that is employer. On the culture issues, staff turnover. Most employees leave without any warning, leaving the employer in a delicate situation, as he will have to rush to get another employee, and as he needs a new employee with a certain urgency. He may end up accepting a less qualified candidate. Also, when an employee leaves, he creates a lot of problems, like generating costs for the hiring of a new employee. Overwork for other employees, what may lead to dissatisfaction and poor development of the workflow, and the time spent in the training process. So if the employee is really indispensable, the best option is to ask why he is leaving. Consider if what he is asking is fair, usually a wage increase, and calculate if it is worth to let him go. Moreover, in another culture issue, delays and absenteeism. Also, as approached in the article, can Brazilians be on time? Brazilian employees tend to be late and even absent, just like in other countries. Absenteeism is mostly caused by diseases, stress and demotivation, as employees who ask for dismissal lose part of their rights. They become late and absent as an attempt to have the employer firing him instead, so that the Brazil's culture issue will mostly affect the stakeholder of employer. Thanks for watching my video.